Once happened one thing. Sita-devi, she told Shiva, her husband, "Oh, my husband." Once Uma told Shiva, "Oh, my husband, in this world we hear from someone and we just tell these things to others. But Devi, Sati told Shiva, "Oh, my husband, tell me something not that you heard, but something that you realized yourself. You have some realization. Please tell me some of your own realizations. You have some realization in your life. Something like some nice remembrance, some nice special, something you remember deeply, some." We feel happiness, distress, we have some experience of suffering. We feel so many things in our life. Realizations. For example, if you something, you need a phone? Wait. So if you miss anything, you felt something, or for example, if a family member has expired like that, has passed away, you feel unhappiness, distress. So also, for example, if you get something in your life, you also feel so much happiness, isn't it? So that's why people celebrate. What do they celebrate? What's anniversary? Marriage anniversary annually. They celebrate or not? Yes. It's a very because you're remembering that special date you had in your life, like special situation, occasion, and remembrance to that. You're doing this every year. So Sati Uma, she told, "Oh, my husband, please tell me something about your own realization." And then Shivaji told, "This is my realization. Except for hari-bhajana, everything in this world is a dream." I'll tell you something about my own realization. Only Hari is the topmost truth. Only hari-bhajan is the topmost truth. O seu iPhone vai traduzindo assim. Voice memo, grava uma mensagem. Because every day, no, Krishna Baramtali. What will you take with us? Nothing. Because everything in this world is temporary. That's why it's like a dream. For example, you are like a king, for example. You have a beautiful kingdom, you have a nice wife, you have a loving wife. You have many like sons, princes. You also conquered many kingdoms, many great celebrations. Sometimes you have a dream like this, that you're a great king. This is only a dream. Many things come in your dream. But when you wake up from your dream, then you see that You were sleeping on like on the floor, like in a very poor kind of bed. You're not the king, not at all. It was all a dream. You're dreaming that you were a king. But what is the truth? The only truth is hari-bhajan, worship of Shri Hari. If you didn't do hari-bhajan in your life, everything was useless. Shivaji is telling Uma, except for hari-bhajan, everything is a dream. Shivaji is saying, hey Parvati, lust, anger, illusion, greeds, by the mercy of Ram, they can disappear. I'll tell you my life's realization. This world is like a dream. Only bhajan of Shri Hari is the eternal truth. Those who are not doing Hari Bhajan, they're very unfortunate. So I want to discuss some main topics about the Ramayana. Tulasdas, a great saint, wrote Ramcharitmanas, manifested the Ramcharitmanas for the benefit of the living entities. And no one in the past nor in the future manifested a book like him. Really, it's a great book. By this great book, many living entities are benefited. Tulasdas told that he was writing the book for the benefit of the people. Really, Ramcharitmanas is a priceless book. It's written in a very simple Hindi language. Any person can just read it. The Mool Ramayana, main original Katha of Ram, is written in Sanskrit, so it's not so accessible. Valmiki Rishi, he wrote in Sanskrit. But on the basis of this Valmiki Ramayana, many other people wrote Ramayanas in different languages. In the morning I was telling about this. India is such a diversified country, very variegated country. North, south, east, west, so many different kinds of people, languages, cultures. Very full of variety, diversity. You cannot find this in any other country, so much variety. Isn't it? How they behave, how they eat, speak, everything is different in different parts of India. Even the language is different. From north of India until south of India, if you go, and when you go to South India, you will not understand anything. You know the Kannada Bhasha, this language Kannada. I think Kannada, Kannada. Kannada is so hard. Cannot even understand it. Nothing. Different food, different ways of feed, like eating. Climate is different as well. The climate. So North India is cold, but in South India, the more you go to the south, is hot. So India is what is the specialty about India? All the different people, they are bound in one rope or one thread of by the kata of Ram and Krishna and their divine love. Just like when you make a garland, you need a thread. So by this thread, you are able to unite all the flowers together. So in the same way, India only. So India is united because of the spirituality of the kata of Rama and Krishna, bhakti to Rama and Krishna. This is what unites all in people of India. Because according to time, many Vidharmis, religious or other kind of people came and they tried so much to break this garland. You know, if you study history, you see Mughal, Muslims and Muslim and others, what's name? British, Muslims, so many kind of people came and they wanted to destroy the Indian culture and Indian culture. For thousands of years, this culture of India, Vedic culture, which is there for thousands of years, so much they tried to break this, like destroy this culture. But until nowadays, the Indian culture is still there because of the spirituality of Rama and Krishna, because of the bhakti to Rama and Krishna. Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote, except India, if you go anywhere, you cannot find this prema, priti, love and affection. Especially what is written in the Ramayana and also Bhagavatam. But the Ramayana shows how this in other countries you cannot find. He said how the family life, perfect family life. That's the perfect ideal. For example, ideal love of father, mother, ideal king, all these things. Like in Ramachandra he showed, for example, how to love the brothers, how to love father, Pitri Prem. So in Bhagavan Ramachandra, to protect the words of his father, he sacrificed everything. In the dynasty of Raghu, they preferred to die than to break a promise and not follow their words. So what I want to say with all this is that Ramayana is such an incomparable book. But it's not actually book. I cannot speak book. It's actually the personified embodiment of Ramayana. It's the embodiment of the Maryada Prem Swarup, embodiment of the love following all the rules. Ramayana is such a book, Grantha, sacred book. It's directly the personification of Prem. Like Bhakta is also the sound incarnation of Lord. Vanmaimurti is the Bhagavatam. Ramayana is also the same way. It's not ordinary. So this Katha of Ramachandra, Lord Shiva, is always glorifying this Katha of Ramachandra. With his 5 mouths, Shivaji is always glorifying. That they told. The Katha of Ram is actually written with 100 crores verses. 100 crore, 100 times 10 million verses. Shivaji thought, I want to divide it in the three worlds. I don't want to keep it with me. I want to divide it, giving the three words. So he divided in three parts. So 100 times 10 million divided by 3 equals 33 crores, 33 crores, 33 crores. But left in the division is how much? 1 crore, 10 million is left in the division. 33 crore, 33 crore, 33 crore. 1 crore is 10 million. So is resting 1 crore, 10 million. So Shivaji thought, this 1 crore, 10 million versus, let me also distribute it to the three worlds. Divide the share to the three worlds. So he also divided in three parts also. So 10 million divided by 3. So in the end, 1 lakh was left. 100,000. In the end, and after the second division, sorry. So this 1 lakh, also he decided to divide it in the three parts. 3 parts, 100,000 he divided. So slowly he was just dividing from the beginning. 100 times 10 million and divide. Okay. So in the end, 1,000 was there. These 1,000 verses also he decided to divide in 3. Shivaji. So he divided 1,000 in 3. So in the end, how much was the rest in the division? It's 1,000 verses divided in 3. 333. So how much is left in this division? It's 1,000 verses. Okay, also divide. Anyway, then 100 was left. Then 100 also he divided in 3. 100 was left. Then 1 verse was left. And 1 verse has how many syllables? 32 syllables in 1 verse. How many syllables? 32. So he also divided in 3. So 32 divided by 3. If you divide the 32 in 3 is 10. But then it's reticing number 2. Right? So 2 is left in this division, cannot divide. So these 2 syllables, Shiva said, okay, these I'll take only for me. What is this? The syllables? The name of Ram. Get it? Names of Ram. So that's why Shivaji is always chanting which name? With his 5 mouths, he's chanting the name of Ram. Brahmaji has 4 heads, chatur-yuga. With his 4 heads, he's always chanting the name of Krishna. And Shivaji, with his 5 mouths, chanted the name of Ram. 2 syllables of name of Ram. These 2 syllables are so sweet. Very easy also to chant. To chant the name of Krishna is a little bit hard because the name of Krishna is crooked. But the name of Ram is very simple and straightforward. That's good. The name of Ram is the number 1 and all the sadhanas are the zeros. The more zeros you put, so the right side, it will increase 10 times that number. But the number 1 should be at the left. If you remove the number 1, then there is no value to all those zeros. If you take out this number 1, if you delete the number 1, so there's only like a line of zeros. The 0 alone has no use or value. So number 1 is the name of Bhagavan. Tulsidas told. What is the meaning? We have to be centralized in Lord Ram, stay in this material world, family, and do bhajan. You have to follow the family life and this and that, but being centralized in Prabhu Ram. If you are doing everything but not giving up Ram, then you will not get any fruit. That's whatever you are doing, you should do with, like, for Ram or Krishna. Tulsidas told. There's another example also he gives. Do you understand? Chaki, what's the name? Ai, como é que fala? Pilão, como é que chama? Grinding stone. Right? Mortar, sliding, grinding stone. This grinding stone. So before there was this grinding stone. In the side there was like some hole where they're putting the wheat and the grains. Then there's a wheel axis in the middle where you turn it quickly. Then this way you can grind all these grains. And there's a place where the grains, when they become like a powder, they're coming out. This is to make a wheat flour of the grains. So there are two grinding stones united together by this axis. But sometimes some grains, they fall in the middle where the axis is there. You know, this middle part. And if they are there, they are saved and they are not crushed. So in the same way, we are in this material world. We are burning in this adhyatmic, the Daivika three miseries. But if you take shelter of Krishna and Ram, we'll be free from these material miseries and directly go to the abode of Lord. So I want to speak something about the reasons why Ramachandra appeared in this world. When did they come? Chobis. Yes. No, this mic is good. Just again, but before I was working. So now it's going on the 28th Chatur-yuga. But Ramachandra, she said it's working. He came in the 24th and now it's 28th. So many millions of years ago, millions of years ago was when Ramachandra came. Not in this Sita-devi of this just now. Was actually 4 Chatur-yugas before. So people think, before Dwapara Yuga, just now before Kali Yuga, was Treta Yuga, and that's when Rama came. But it's not true. He came millions of years ago. In the 24th Chatur-yuga, and now we are in the 28th Chatur-yuga. And Krishna came in the 28th, in the end of the Dwapara Yuga. And then right after, the same Krishna came as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the beginning of Kali Yuga. Maryada-purushottama avatar Shachinandana Gaura Hari. So Satya Treta Dwapara Kali, this is one Chatur-yuga. Rotation of the 4 yugas is one Chatur-yuga. So one Chatur-yuga multiplied by 1000 is 1 day of Brahma. So 1 day of Brahma means 1000 Chatur-yugas. And only once in the day of Brahma, Rama comes, and once Krishna comes, for example. Bhagavan Ramachandra, the avatar of Vishnu. Narayana or Vishnu appeared as Ram. Shesh Bhagavan appeared as Baladeva Prabhu came as Lakshmana. And the conch in the hand of Vishnu appeared as Bharat. And the chakra in the hand of Vishnu appeared as Shatrugna. Or also the Chatur-vyuha in Dwaraka, Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna. Pradyumna and Aniruddha, the 4 expansions of Dwaraka, Chatur-vyuha. So Vasudeva is Ram, Sankarshana is Lakshmana, appeared as Lakshmana, Pradyumna, Bharat, and Aniruddha, Shatrugna. So all this Tattva Siddhanta is there. Our acharyas have described it. So the reasons why Krishna appeared, 2 reasons. One main reason and another secondary reason, Mukha Karan and Gauna Karan. So the reasons why Krishna came, the main reason why Krishna came. Let's discuss this also a little bit about this. Anugrahaya Bhaktanam Anushandeham Asritam. The Srimad Bhagavatam, this verse is there. Swayam Bhagavan takes the form of a human being and appears in this world to give mercy to his devotees. pastimes of Lord remembers, sees these pastimes, the person will be delivered from Maya and will directly attain the abode of Lord. That's why Swayam Bhagavan, he comes from the transcendental world, Goloka Vrindavan, along with his associates, and appears in this material world. Another point. Mad Bhakti Vinodartan Karami Vivida Kriyam. Padma Purana also explains to give happiness to the devotees. Swayam Bhagavan performs many pastimes also. Through the pastimes of Krishna, Lord manifested this Madhurya Rasa in this world. Especially generally, many people relish Sakya and Vatsalya, but Prema Parakya, Paramur, this speciality of the Krishna's pastimes, showing this Prema Parakya, Paramur. Those persons who are qualified for Shringara Ras, they are able to understand, only them, only they are able to understand. Each person will relish the pastimes of Lord according to his own qualification. Some devotees are in Shantaras, some in Dasaras, Sakaras, some are in Vatsalaras, some in Madhuryaras. All the devotees are not the same. They are different. Even in this material world, all the living entities in this material world, they have different moods, different activities. Some are in the mode of ignorance, some jivas, other in the mode of passion, and some in the mode of goodness. So where were you in your previous life? Where are you coming from? From Swarga or from Narak? You tell me. Because this is Prithviloka here. So if you go to Swarga after, you have to come back here. And if you go to hell, also you need to come back here after. So you go round and round, but then you come back here. You must come back here. Look. So Tulsidas told, depending on your nature, your nature will tell from where you came from, will give your identification. Your nature will tell. Oh, those who came from Swargalok, their nature is very the mode of goodness. Calm, quiet, speaking sweet words, soft and sweet words, gently speaking, softly and gently speaking, with love and affection, words. Then if the person speaks like this and also doing welfare to others, those who came from Swarga, this is how you recognize them. Speaking softly and gently, doing always well like things for others. Those who came from the hell, they are in the mode of ignorance, tamoguni. The tamoguni people, what do they do? Kal swabhav, cheating nature. Anishta ki chintan? How they want to disturb others, destroy others. They try to harm others all the time. When you do some auspicious thing, if you do some auspicious thing, he'll even cut his own nose and put in front of your house just to make some bad thing towards you. Cut their own nose and put in front of your house to do some harm to you. Okay. So they just want to make harm to others all the time. So this person came from Naraka, from the hell. So according to the legibility of the jivas, they have taste to hear and chant different kathas according to their eligibility. Ramachandra, why did he come? First of all, society, culture, samskar, how to increase or develop the society and the culture or civilization. Ramachandra came and established beautiful maryada, means rules and regulations of the society. He established beautifully the rules and regulations of the society. And the love of mother, father, brothers. How to have this love for the father and love for the brothers. Love between husband and wife. He established all this. Animals, they don't have these things. Only human beings do this, have this. Look, if you give one apple or one banana, to a monkey, the female monkey will never give this banana to her baby monkey. Maybe she'll breastfeed the baby monkey. Breastfeed. But if you give one banana in the hand of mother monkey, she'll eat it. And if you give a banana to the baby monkey, she will take the banana from the hand of her baby and eat herself. So they are not paropakari, they are not helping others. But a human being, he maybe will not eat the food, but he will feed to another person, but he will not eat even, maybe, but he will give another person. So this is the human being. So what I want to say is that Bhagavan Ramachandra established this beautiful rules and regulation of society and like how to love, and how to have the love in the family and the society. He actually showed this in his own life, following all this behavior. Ideal behavior. If we see his ideal behavior, we see that no one was like him in the past nor in the future. When Ramachandra was young, like very small, he used to behave so sweetly with everyone. With his brothers, with everyone. Love and affection. Love of mother. Love of two brothers. You see, Ramachandra, he never spoke a rude word with his mothers. Not with none of the mothers, not even one rude word all his life. Even for Kaikeyi, even to Kaikeyi, he never spoke rude words with her. Never, ever. So beautiful. I'll give an example to you. When Ramachandra came back from the exile in the forest and he became the king, at that moment, one day, Kaikeyi, the mother of Bharataji, she said, Ram, I want to ask for something to you. Oh, of course, whatever you want, I'll give. Then she said, I just wanted Bharat that one time he would call me mother. I don't want anything else. I just want him to call me mom, like mom. Ramachandra said, mother, mom, I will try. Then Ramachandra went and he called Bharat to meet him like alone, like no one else was there. And Ramachandra told Bharat, I want to give you one order to you. Bharatji held the feet of Rama and started crying. My brother, of course, which instruction I wouldn't follow? But yes, there is one instruction that I cannot follow, even if you give me. Which instruction? I can never, ever again call Kaikeyi mother. She'll always now only Maharani Kaikeyi, the Queen Kaikeyi, not my mother anymore. And Ramachandra said, Bharat, exactly this was what I was going to ask you. Exactly this. But Bharat was like, Jano Baira Ram. Those who are against Ram, I give them up forever. The example is given. Prahlada gave up his own father, Hiranyakashipu. Look. Bharataji gave up his mother, KK. Vibhishan gave up his own brother, Ravana. And Meera, gopis. Bali gave up his own guru. This guru is not necessary. A guru who is against Bhagavan. Bali gave up Shukracharya. How is the verse? The verse, who knows? Who knows this? So beautiful. So the life history of Bharata is so beautiful. It's like I was telling just now about this. If we read the Ramayana, we start crying. Tears come to our eyes. Today I was talking about this. When Bharat came to Chitrakoot to try to bring Ram back to Ayodhya, he brought elephants, horses, all the wealth of the kingdom. He brought everything and he promised, somehow or another, I will bring Ram back to Ayodhya and I'll make him the king. He'll wear the crown and he'll become the king. So he came to try to convince Ram to come back. And he brought all the wealth of Ayodhya with him, like horses, elephants, everything. Whatever my Ram is there, I will go there and I will do there the Rajabhishek, means the ceremony to make him the king. I'll do it right there, wherever he is. So he came from Ayodhya and came to Chitrakoot in the Triveni, in the junction of the three rivers, Ganga, Jamuna, and Saraswati. So it was early in the morning, so he took a bath. He dived one time. Third time he was there in the Triveni. Ganga-devi appeared for Bharat. Ganga-devi came in Bharat, asked for a benediction. He said, what can I ask for? You tell me what he said. I don't want dharma, artha, kama, moksha, nothing. I just want life after life. I just want to have matirati, means my mind completely with deep affection and attachment for my brother Ram, life after life. Dukite. Bharata was very upset at that time. Ganga told Bharata ask for a benediction, and Bharata told, look, I am born in Kshatriya dynasty. Kshatriyas, they only know how to give donation, they don't know how to receive donation. Kshatriyas. Then Bharata told, hey, Devi Ganga, but today I'll do something which is against my code of warrior, because I'm completely helpless. I just want one benediction. Like if you want to give me something, okay, I'll accept today, even though I'm a warrior. But I just want one thing. I want to have rati, love for Rama, life after life. So if you analyze all the characters of Ramayana, the character of Bharat, Bharat is so beautiful. His character. What can I say? Bharat. Which kind of moods come in the mind of Bharat? He's always having so much love for his brother Ram. Ramachandra also. So I was telling this when? Ramachandra wanted to follow the words of his father, so he came to the forest in exile. So the first day, a thorn entered inside his foot. Remember, I told. Sita-devi told Lakshmana, there's a thorn in Prabhu's feet, take another thorn and remove the first thorn. So you take the help of another thorn to remove a thorn from any place. But Ramachandra told me, look, don't remove the thorn from my foot. Leave it there. Even if an enemy takes shelter of me, I will not give up this person. So beautiful, the conception of Ramachandra. Ramayana, there are so many kathas in the Ramayana. Many Ramayana kathas. So even if an enemy takes shelter of Bhagavan's feet, Bhagavan says, even he, I will give shelter even to him. So beautiful. Any person who comes to the shelter of Bhagavan, if I give up one jiva, where will go? Will go to Maya. So better to, if you took shelter of my feet, stay here. Ramachandra wants to say the following. If any person takes shelter of my feet, like takes shelter of me, I have to protect him. One of the qualities of Bhagavan is that he is Sharanagata Palaka. He takes care of the surrender to him. If you take shelter of Bhagavan, he will take care of you. Triveni, Chitrakoot, Bharat. Okay, meeting Chitrakoot is also very beautiful katha. It's a very beautiful katha. Chitrakoot is a very beautiful place actually. Who has gone to Chitrakoot? Raise your hand please. You've seen it? A very beautiful place. Atri Muni Ashram. The ashram of Atri Rishi is there. It's very beautiful. Atri Ananuswaya. Divine transcendental place, very beautiful. Kutta Godavari. Kutta Godavari. Gupta Godavari. Gupta Godavari is there. There's one stone there. So the water is like moving in circles, and the water. Patar kaisa? Big where? From far? Where? Hanging on the ceiling. What? Only hanging.
Water is going, in
round.
Zigzag way.
The stone and the water. Also, that place of Atri and Anusya there is very beautiful. The water is falling like dig, 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 dig. So much happiness. How is the stone, brother? Stone is there, and what is this? How is the stone? And there was one stone hanging there. And the water circling like in a circle shape underneath. We went there with Gurudev. And also other times also. Very beautiful. It's very easy to go also. You can get this one train. So 10 p.m. this train is leaving from Mathura. So you can take the train in Delhi or also in Mathura, and you reach there in the morning. And you have darshan during the whole day, and you can come back on the train in the evening. Like, don't even need to spend the night there. And you can have all the darshans during the day. It's very beautiful. place. Gurudev used to tell beautiful kathas of Ramachandra. At that time, Gurudev, for 1 month, he would only read Valmiki Ramayana. Because Valmiki Ramayana is the original Ramayana. There are many beautiful things in the Valmiki Ramayana. It's in Sanskrit, but there's translation in Hindi. Well, Ramacharita is also written in Hindi, but still there's translation to Hindi. Because the Hindi of the Ramacharita is called Avadi Bhasa. Aboriginal. Avadi matlab? Aboriginal language. Avadi Bhasha means aboriginal language. These are Hindi of the Ramacharita. That's why still there's also translation to the current Hindi spoken nowadays in India. So I want to tell some story about the life of Tulsidas. You know also. He left his house and he was thinking, I want to have darshan of Ram. He wanted to see Ram, and then he left his house, Tulsidas. Then he stopped in one place and he was hankering, how can I have darshan of Ram and Ram? So in the jungle there was a ghost in a tree, and the ghost told, deliver me and I will tell you how can you see Ram. So Tulsidas brought water of the Ganges and put on the tree. The ghost was delivered, and he told him, look, if you want to attain Bhagavad Ram, you should take shelter of Hanuman. Because once Devi Parvati, she told, hey my husband Shivji, please tell me what is the best worshipable deity. Then Shivaji told, Aradhanam Sarvesham. The best worship is the worship towards Vishnu. But to attain Vishnu, to worship Vishnu, first you should worship his dears and nears, Nijajan. Higher than worshipping Vishnu is to worship his Tvadiyanam Samarcham. His means the dear things of God. Whatever Bhagavan loves, you should take shelter of them. If you don't worship them, you cannot attain Bhagavan. If you don't worship those who Bhagavan loves. Who is the Tvadiyajan, Nijajan of Bhagavan? Nears and dears. Ganga, Jamuna, Tulasi, and Guru Pada Padma also. Bolo Vrindavana Bihari Lal ki jai. Giriraj Govardhan also. They are Tvadiyajan of Bhagavan. Srimati Radhika told, without taking shelter of Giriraj, you cannot have the association of Krishna. So, Srimati Radhika herself told the glories of Giriraj in this verse, Hantayam Adriya Bala. So Giriraj is so dear to Bhagavan. So that those who are dear to Bhagavan, they are controlling Bhagavan by their service and love. That's why Srimati Radhika is with so much humility. She said, friends, let's all go to Giriraj Govardhan. Giriraj is very great. This is the humility of Srimati Radhika. Giriraj is the topmost servant of Shri Hari, Haridasa Varja. Srimad Bhagavatam explains about 3 Haridasas. Yudhishthira Maharaj, second Uddhav, and third Giriraj Govardhan. The fourth is whom? Haribo. Only 3 Haridasas are mentioned. So that's Vishmatradka herself, she said. Let's take shelter of Giriraj. And by the mercy of Giriraj, we'll be able to attain our beloved Govinda. Giriraj is not ordinary. So Giriraj, Ganga, Jamuna, they're all dear to God. Tulasi, Tadiyajal, their own. Ekadashi, yes. Especially you must take shelter of Tulasi. Without Tulasi, you cannot attain Bhagavan. She is Govinda Priya. Tulasi is Govinda Priya. She's so dear to Lord Govinda. If you don't use Tulasi in your neck, Govinda will not accept you. Understand? That's why everyone should wear Tulasi neck beads around your neck. So to take Ram, who is very dear to Bhagavan? Hanuman. But where to find Hanuman? So there was a temple nearby. So the ghost told Tulsidas, there's a temple of Ram and Hanuman will be there also in the temple. Then just hold the feet of Hanuman and he will help you to see Ram. So Tulsidas went to the temple. There were thousands of people sitting in the Harikatha. So how to find Hanuman in the middle? He couldn't see Hanuman. Then Tulsidas came back to the ghost and said, I cannot see Hanuman. I couldn't see him. The ghost told, look, there's an old person coming. He's sitting in the back and he's have some disease in his leg. Lame. What's the disease? Leg? Anyway, he had a problem in his leg or something. He's coming, chicken pox kind of thing. So he's coming, first of all, he's the first one to come to the Harikatha and he's the last one to go away. Very humble person. So, Tulsidas saw. Kushta, leprosy. Yes, okay, sorry. So it's the leprosy disease he had. So this man with leprosy arrived in the beginning before the Harikatha. He sat in the back of the hall and was chanting the name of Ram. After the Harikatha, everybody left, and he continued sitting. This man. Tulsidas came, did pranam. Please, mercifully, be merciful to me. Don't touch me. Look, my body is full of leprosy, this and that. This man told Tulsidas. Tulsidas said, Prabhu, please don't cheat me. Then Hanuman manifested his form, as Hanuman showed his form to Tulsidas. And then Tulsidas said, Prabhu, how can I see Ram? Please help me. Then Hanuman told, you see, there's a river here. Alakanand? Chitraket. So what is the river in Chitrakoot? Why Ramachandra took a bath? Mandakini or Ganga? Anyway, this river is there, and then Hanuman told Tulsidas, you'll find Ram taking bath in this river. And then Tulsidas did some sandalwood paste there and was waiting for Rama and Lakshmana come. But later on, so Tulsidas didn't know, but Hanuman indicated these are two are Rama and Lakshmana. Then Tulsidas was able to apply this sandalwood in them or chandana. And so what is the verse again? Chitakut ke ghat par Tulsidas applied chandan, sandalwood paste in Ram, and Lakshman in the Chitrakut, bank of the banks of the river. Anyway, so we have to take shelter of the Hanuman, which is very dear to Bhagavan. Without doing this, we cannot attain Bhagavan. Hanuman is such a great service sevak. No one in the past nor in the future served as like him. All the characters of Ramayana, they're so beautiful. If you choose any of them, they are like so amazing, each of them. So beautiful. Ramachandra आने के कारण आप बता रहे थे Ramachandra आने के कारण reasons why Ramachandra came, you're explaining in the beginning. Like I was explaining, many reasons for Krishna coming. Main reasons and secondary reasons, Mukha Karan and Guna Karan. I'll give an example. To kill the demons. Bhagavad Ramachandra is also doing these pastimes, killing the demons and also like delivering Jai Vijay, who were cursed by the 4 Kumaras. For 3 births they would be demons. So the Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, in the time Barahadev Bhagavan Nrsimhadev delivered them. In the second life, they were born as Ravana and Kumbhakarna, and Bhagavad Ramachandra delivered them at that time. In third life, they were born as Shishupal and Dantavakra. Also, the story of Vedavati is also there. Her story is very beautiful. She came in Sita-devi, and she was the cause of the death of Ravana, cause of Ravana's death. The Katha of the Vedavati is very beautiful. She was born and she automatically started to recite Vedas mantras. That's why her name was given Vedavati. Then she performed austerities. Then Ravana became attracted by her beauty. Ravana wanted to touch her. Then she cursed Ravana. I would be the cause of your death. So she came as Sita-ji. Actually, the original Sita is the eternal wife of Ram. Ravana kidnapped Chhaya Sita. You know the story? Lakshmana is thinking. For so many days they fought this war to take Sita out of the clutches of Ravana. So Lakshmana was thinking it was the original Sita. Lakshmana didn't know about anything. So what to speak about this? Even Lakshmana, he didn't know about Chhaya Sita. Another example is given. Even Baladeva Prabhu also didn't know that when Brahmaji stole the calves and friends of Krishna, Baladeva only later he realized that Krishna had manifested himself other forms of calves and friends. Bhagavatam describes. So on that day, that Brahma stole the calves and friends of Krishna, Baladeva was not there with Krishna at that time, grazing the cows. Maybe it was the day of his Janma Nakshatra. That's why Baladeva didn't go out that day. And on that day, Brahmaji stole the calves and friends of Krishna. But maybe like kind of 1 year had passed 1 year passed until Baladeva realized. No, how he realized? He saw the cows are like up in the mountain. So the cow is coming running, not to the newborn baby calf, but to the baby calf, which is like under the hill, like on the base of the hill, which is already 1 year old. Means cow is going, not giving preference to young baby calf, but to the older calf. So, and also he saw how the other mothers of Braj, they are loving so much their own kids and not to Krishna as usual. Then finally Baladeva realized, oh Krishna, you're not satisfied by drinking the milk of only one mother, right? So even Baladeva didn't know, and at the same time, in the other pastime, also even Lakshmana didn't know about Chhaya, that Ravana had actually kidnapped only Chhaya. After Ravana was killed, Vibhishan set Sita free and everything. Then Ramachandra told Sita-devi should enter the fire right now to prove her chastity. And Lakshmana became very angry. Lakshmana said, what is the fault in Mother Sita? She was a helpless woman. Ravana kidnapped her. Sita-devi has no fault at all. So why are you doubting her character, her chastity? But at that moment, Ramachandra told, I just want to take my original Sita back. Oh, so this is a fake Sita? What is this? Lakshmana asked. Then Ramachandra explained everything to Lakshmana. Actually, is that I just wanted to relish Viraharas. And also on the point, I had to kill Ravana. That's why by my Jugamaya I performed this pastime. Because without separation, it's not possible to relish Milan Ras. So the more the separation is there, the more the meeting will be relishable, full of Ananda. So Sita-devi, the original Sita, entered the fire, and by the fire she went to Kailash and stayed with Parvati. So Ravana only took Chhaya Sita. Bhagavan Ramachandra told all this. Then finally Lakshmana became pacified. Okay, so Sita entered the fire and then Chhaya Sita left and the original Sita came out and met Ramachandra. So beautiful, all this. There are many stories in the Ramayana, very beautiful stories. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to South India, there was a devotee of Ram crying while reading the Ramayana. Mahaprabhu said, why are you crying? He said, my Prabhu, Sita was kidnapped by Ravana. So he was reading the Ramayana and crying, like my Prabhu is crying. And then, like Rama is upset because Sita was kidnapped. Then Mahaprabhu said, listen to me. Actually, Ravana didn't kidnap the real Sita. He only kidnapped Chhaya Sita. And the person asked, the devotee of Rama asked, Prabhu, but where is the evidence for that? And Mahaprabhu showed the verse from the Kurma Purana explaining about Chhaya Sita. Because in the Valmiki Ramayana it doesn't explain about Chhaya Sita. But Kurma, Agni Purana and other Puranas, they explain about Chhaya Sita. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke about this. So this Chhaya Sita, later, she told Ramachandra, what should I do now? What about me? So this Chhaya Sita, she stayed in Swargaloka in the form of Swarga Lakshmi. Then, by the influence of time, this child Sita appeared in the form of Draupadi. So all this kata is described. Let's go to Ayodhya Puri. चलो सब चित्रकूट गुरुदेव चित्रकूट चलो सब चित्रकूट